Today we are taking up the VR-11 Wonder Weapon against the Red Worm inside of Modern Warfare Zombies to see if this weapon is in any kind of way as good as I've heard it is against the boss. Now the boss fight has been out for over 7 months and I'm only getting around to really doing testing of weapons against it just because, just because. And the first weapon that I wanted to test out was the VR-11 Wonder Weapon just because I've heard and seen on the internet that it is considered to be the best weapon to use. Now the first thing that I need to point out real quick before we get into it is this boss fight was actually taken up against the Red Worm with one more player. The player didn't seem to really do much and I had the typical setup of having sentries around the place, so the damage that you will be seeing against the Red Worm is really good hit markers with the VR-11 because let me just tell you, this thing truly is really powerful against the boss. Now I simply hopped in, had a gold crystal, so I pack-a-punched the Wonder Weapon 3 times, or well, all the way to flawless rarity, which is triple pack-a-punch, and then I just simply run around the place and got the USBs. And then once it came around to doing the boss fight, I ended up getting a player joining me, as I've mentioned. The player actually helped out a lot, which is the biggest thing that I have to point out. There's a small chance that if you do use the VR-11 and you still have yet to complete the Red Worm or just want a weapon that is really powerful, there's a small chance that you'll have other players playing with you, so it could improve the damage that you will be doing, or it could make your life just that bit easier because that other player was essentially the person that was used as like a distraction for the Red Worm. Because oh my god, I took this thing down really fast, and prior to this I was kind of worried and stressed out that maybe it wouldn't be going too well, but in the very end it actually ended up destroying the Red Worm very fast. Now I did play one more match after this against the boss with some other players just to use it again, and it actually was a slightly more tough experience. Even though there was so many of us players playing at the same time, for some odd reason it was just a really difficult thing to do. We did end up doing it. I ended up going down once and it just like megas started spawning in. It was a bit tense if I'll be completely honest, so maybe with more players your experience will be as good, which is kind of so weird. I don't know if there's a skill-based matchmaking involved with this mode overall. I've been playing quite a lot of it because I'm working on a separate video, which is actually the account that I'm using here, Philly D's. If you're looking forward to that video, I should have it out by next week. It's a pretty hefty boy, but I've noticed a lot of very interesting things with Modern Warfare Zombies, so I'll be making a lot of follow-up videos from that video itself, because not only have I learned a lot of strategies that I haven't seen anyone really talk about on the internet, or at least they're not as popularized because, like boss fights, Easter egg runs, or just overall very interesting things with this mode, from bugs and stuff like that, is quite interesting. But thankfully the VR-11 is a beast and it destroyed the Red Worm very easily, very satisfying, and it's just something that if the Red Worm is still on your table like it was for me for a while, or if you just want to hop in and help out some players, the VR-11 is pretty strong. Now I will be testing out other weapons just for fun. If you have any recommendations of awful weapons, really good weapons that I don't know about, or anything like that, comment down below. I just really like doing boss fight tests, and it really did bring back this nostalgia feeling to the Legion boss fight from Cold War Zombies. But I'm like 7 months late after this actual 7 months, whatever, since December, right? It's been quite some time. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you watched this far, it's a quick boy just because it wasn't live gameplay, since I tried to get live gameplay and I went down and I was just like, no, I'm using this footage, I don't care. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.